So that's where I'm at, the San Antonio Zoo. And they also have a Starbucks here too. Hey everybody, Zachary from Zachary Zoo Adventures. I am in San Antonio, Texas, and today I'm checking out the San Antonio Zoo. I was here about a couple years ago in the past, and I am back now to do another full tour of it because they have opened up a bunch of new stuff since the last time I was here. I'm very excited for today. It's supposed to be a nice sunny day. It's supposed to be a very good sized zoo, so I'm excited for today. Don't know if they're gonna have paper maps or if there will be a stationary map, so we'll just have to see how it's gonna be when I get inside. And outside the zoo they have a train ride, and over here is the railroad tracks that the train would usually go on. So I am definitely gonna have to ride the train today. I'll most likely ride the train after the zoo. So it kind of goes around this whole huge park here. Really cool. Alright, so they did have paper maps at the front. So it looks like it's a good sized zoo. We got the future zoo expansion, the safari and adventure park. So they do have a train that's outside the zoo. So what I'm going to do is probably do the whole zoo first and the train ride second. So I'm going to check out the grottos over here and then most likely head down towards this little building. I think that might be an aquarium building. And I'll just work my way around. First up, we got red ruffed lemur. That's really cool. They got their arms out. So it looks like there is 3 of them. Got those nice fluffy tails. They were kind of sunbathing there for a little bit. Next up, we got black and white lemur. We got 2, Billy and Jimmy. Alright, so looks like the black and white ruffed lemur is towards the back. Apparently with all the mesh, it might get a bit blurred up. Oh, yeah, you should be able to see it. I hope you can see it. So what's really cool is that the lemur habitats have got these little tunnels or tubes. They kind of go around the whole loop here. So I think they actually time share the habitats each day. It's called the Lemur Sky Trail. Got American flamingo. Baby flamingos everywhere. There we go. Making a lot of honking noises. They do have lots of water to go in, but looks like they chose to be on land as well, because flamingos do not spend all of their time in the water. These are very cool and very gorgeous birds. Oh, that's cool. Got all these cool stuff on the walls here. It says Hornbill Crossing. This looks cool. Got this nice cool photo op here. This is the San Antonio Zoo. Alright, so I found a regular stationary map. So I'm right over here by this area. So what I'm going to do is check out the grottos, then head to the, most likely to the Asian forest, and then check out this little fish here. Looks like that might be an aquarium building, and then make my way through everything that's this way. Got spotted hyena. Okay, there we go. No, I have not found him. Yeah, so I just saw there was a worker in the habitat getting it cleaned up. So it's still a little early, so the hyena is not out just yet. Because usually the zoo staff gotta get all the habitats cleaned up, and they usually are unable to clean up every single habitat at the same time. So I will be doing a rewalk later, and hopefully the hyena will be out. Got American black bear. Information about the American black bear. Oh, there is the black bear.
Might be a swamp bear.
Looks like the black bear just came out. That's a cool bear. Oh, bear butt. Oh, no. Oh, no, hang on. He's turning around. Oh, he turned around. Sort of. Looks like the black bear's got tons of space for him. It's a really wonderful habitat. Got a nice huge tire there, just in case he has a flat tire in his car or a truck. He'll have a spare tire there. We got spectacled bear. There's the spectacled bear. Kind of by that little barrel. I'm guessing there's food inside that barrel. That's why he's picking at it. Trying to get the food out of the barrel. Oh. Looks like he pushed it out of the way. Yeah, I'm guessing there might be food inside that barrel. That's why he was messing with that barrel, because there was food in it. So they do that at most zoos I go to, where they try to hide the food in some sort of object and the animals will get it. It's basically the enrichment they have in the habitats for them. Looks like the spectacled bear has water to swim in case it's very hot out, and stuff for him to climb on. It's really wonderful. Got the bear den. Doesn't look like it's open right now. Yeah, it says they are closed at the moment. Got the Komodo dragon up next. There's no place like home. Alright, Komodo dragon. Oh wow, I love this habitat. Komodo dragon is towards the back corner. Right towards the back. He is way towards the back. The Komodo dragon's life. Do my best to film all the information. A beastly success. Alright, so I'm gonna go inside the Komodo dragon's indoor habitat. So the Komodo dragon does have an indoor habitat in case he wants to come in. So he does have access in case he wants to come inside. This tells you where the Komodo dragon lives. A modern day dragon. We'll go see the reticulated python next. Alright, we got reticulated python. It's a cool habitat. Sorry about the reflection. The reticulated pythons are in that corner, trying to block out the reflection. And there's two of them in the back. Some very big snakes. Yeah, so I think I'll try to come back here later and oh, never mind. There you go. Now you can see them.
In the corner, you see it?
Yes, there's two of them in the back corner. These are very big snakes. Alright, we got the aquarium building up next. I'm gonna go inside and check it out. It's called the Friedrich Aquarium. First tank. Got upside down jellies. That's cool. These are really interesting animals. Got microfish. And these fish are very, very cute. Very cute fish. Got shrimp and anemones. Alright, I also see some crabs, and there's a cardinal fish in there. There's an urchin. And I do not see either of the anemones in here or the shrimp. They must be hiding super well. Got Rio Caca Caecilian. It's a cool tank. have to see if I can find the chameleon. Alright, so I've looked and I don't see the chameleon anywhere. Might be behind this really giant tree stump here, or it's just hiding really well and I'm just missing it. Got these cute little fish in here too. Water is essential for life on Earth.
I know, kind of do.
Got a bunch of stuff in here. An epaulet shark. So this is a two-sided tank. There's all kinds of fish in here. There's the wedge-tailed triggerfish. That's cool. The epaulet shark does have all these little holes and crevices for him to be hiding in. And there's the silver monos there. I'm on the other side of the tank here. That's a gorgeous fish. But I am not seeing the epaulet shark anywhere. So all I see are these really gorgeous fish in the tank. I don't really see the epaulet shark, but like I said, it's got all these little holes and crevices where he might be hiding in. Got moon jelly. Yeah, so the moon jellies are probably the most well-known types of jellies I would see in aquariums and zoos. So pretty much at every single aquarium or every zoo that has an aquarium, I would see this type of jellyfish. The color and the light inside the tank changes to different colors. That's really cool. More information about water. Next up, we got narrow-bridged musk turtle and San Marcos red-tailed splitfin. I definitely know these fish are all the split fins. Well, actually, no, never mind. I thought that was a turtle, but that's actually just a rock. But I definitely know these are all the red-tailed split fins. Trying to see if I can find the turtle anywhere. Alright, so I've looked everywhere. I looked high and low, and I even looked underneath that little branch, and I just don't see the musk turtle anywhere. It's just the fish in here. Got zoanthids. Also do see some cardinal fish that were not listed. There's also another cute little purple fish in there that wasn't listed. But it still looks really beautiful.
Andrew.
Got some more information here. Next tank. Concho's pupfish, a near-threatened species. And there is the pupfish. Really, really cute. I always love it when a zoo has an aquarium at it. It's really, really fantastic. It feels like I'm going to 2 different attractions in one day. This tells you about the different types of water. This is what we got in here. Yeah, so see there's the archer fish with those stripes on them. Because usually the banded archer fish would usually gulp up a bunch of water, and they would usually spit out water to knock bugs off branches, like kind of squirt water out of their mouths. There's the silver mono. This tank is very impressive. This is what we got in here. There we go. There's several different types of tetras in here. And the cardinal tetra is that really small one with the blue coloring on it. This fish, I mean, this tank is cool. Really love the design of it. Next we got in this tank, it's a green moray eel. Now that fish there was not listed, but it looks like it's some type of snapper. It's a much more bigger tank here. Super cool. Now the green moray eel, I usually have trouble finding that type of eel. They're usually going to be hiding somewhere in the crevices or little rocks. There's the puffer fish. Yeah, I'm not seeing the green moray eel, so it's most likely hiding, most likely in one of those pots or in that, or most likely it's in that rock. That might be where it is. We've got stony coral reef. And also some more fish in here that were not listed, but I'm guessing they are part of this tank. Beautiful, really beautiful tank. It's a very long, wide tank. We've got a bunch of fish in here. Wow, I really love the coral inside this tank. It's impressive. Oh, and there is the convict blenny towards the back. And there's a yellow tang. I'm really impressed by the look of this tank. Oh, there's a clownfish. Alright, the clownfish is all the way towards the back. There, you hope you could see. Yeah, there's two of them. Clownfish is all the way towards the back. Next tank. So what's in here? Got black diamond cichlid, pinstripe Damba cichlid, and Taransi cichlid. So you got three types of cichlids in here. Usually cichlids come in a variety of different colors, sizes, and shapes, or different variations rather. This is what's in this tank. Got a fly river turtle in there. And there's all the tinfoil barbs, and I see the fly river turtle in the back. And there's the giant gourami in the back. This is a cool tank. Really awesome. Alright, so this tank looks like it's under renovation. These are all the type of fish we usually see in there, but apparently I'm not going to be able to show them to you. Got tequila split fin. There's all the split fins. These are some cute fish. Some more information here. Got baby eater cichlid and Degeni cichlid. It's an awesome tank. Zebra moray eel. It's like the fish there is kind of photobombing me, or photobombing the eel. You can see there's the eel's tail. There's a starfish. Oh, there's the snowflake moray eel. Now, I'm trying to look for the hermit crab, but it does have all these shells to go in, because usually hermit crabs will switch into a new shell if they get too big for them, but I don't see the hermit crab anywhere. Got pot-bellied seahorse. Yeah, seahorse has got those really huge bellies there. I do love seeing the seahorses, or seeing them, no pun intended. It's like they're kind of hanging on to that seaweed frond. That's what we got in this tank. And Zinku freshwater stingray. Well, I do see the freshwater stingray. Looks like this is the chocolate cichlid. Now, you probably noticed with some of the tanks here, I am not naming the fish off the signs, because there is a lot of people here and I don't want to take up too much time reading all the signs, because I don't want to hold up anybody. So this is a two-sided tank. Super cool. Alright, so I'm finished with the aquarium. So outside the aquarium, I see it got this nice area. It's called the Coral Lab. That's cool how the zoo is doing some renovation, because that means that the community cares about their local zoo. That's really, really cool. Now, usually if I'm at a zoo and I see there's some renovation going on, I always love it when a zoo is adding new stuff, because that usually means the community cares about their local zoo, because I always tell people that if they have a zoo in their community, I recommend they do support their local zoo, because this way, in case you love seeing new animals or changes to the zoo, then I do recommend you support your local zoo. This way, it gives them the money to add new stuff and new new animals to the property. Gibbons, acrobats of the forest. Alright, so we got white-cheeked gibbon and Asian small-clawed otter. Okay, this is the habitat for them. Now I'm going to see if I can find the gibbons. Yeah, so the gibbons and otters share this habitat. We got all that water for the otters to swim in, and all the trees for the gibbons to hang around in. I'm just going to have to see if I can find them. So I went over to the side here and I see the white-cheeked gibbon. This is the female because she has more tanner fur than the male. Swinging over. Alright, so it looks like the male just came out. We got male and female.
That one's 3. Is that a stacky monkey or a black?
These are cool animals. Animal enrichment. But I am not seeing the Asian small-clawed otters anywhere, so I will check back here later and hopefully I'll be able to see the otters. Alright, so it looks like a second white-cheeked gibbon came out. So we got 2 males and 1 female, so there's 3 of them. Climbing around. So this one actually looks smaller than the other male.
Females are the blonde ones. But when they're babies, they're all white.
Oh.
They turn black in a year.
Alright, so I was just informed that this is actually a younger gibbon. So he is 3 years old. And that's the father gibbon there. So it's a mother, father, and baby gibbon.
That's the mama there.
So the female gibbon I show you was the mother. Got Francois Langer. Alright, it's a nice habitat. I do see the langurs.
Good, you like
It's
it?
like there's 2 of them on that rock. Got those really long tails. Alright, so I'm gonna go inside this little area here. Got this cool waterfall out here. Got a ring-tailed cat. Okay, this looks like a nice habitat. Let's see. Where is the ring-tailed cat? Alright, so I've looked through the whole habitat and I am not seeing the ring-tailed cat anywhere, so I'll check back later and hopefully he'll be out. Got fishing cat. Fishing cat looks like he's walking around. Oh, going back inside. Just keep back outside.
It's cute.
Yeah, that is an adorable cat. Got some stuff to climb on. Really nice habitat. Alright, so over here is a secondary habitat for the fish cat, so he's kind of going back and forth. Got a northern tree shrew. So he's right up high.
Mommy's another fishing cat.
These animals are cute. There he goes. Just kind of pacing back and forth. With plenty of rocks to climb on too. You guys see this habitat is some macaws. It's like there's a green-winged macaw, and I'm guessing the other one looks like it's a military macaw. Got fossa, Madagascar's top predator. And I've got these nice little hearts drawn on here. Guessing that might mean that the fossa must be in love or something. I'm not quite sure. Or possible it might be just some artwork. Yeah, I'm looking through the habitat and I noticed the door is closed, so it doesn't look like the fossa is out just yet. So I'll stop by here later on my rewalk. Hopefully he'll be out. Got more of these hearts drawn here. Got Prevost squirrel. There's the squirrel. Just went up high to the trees. Oh, he's really active today. It's moving very fast too. Alright, so I walked out here so I could get a much closer view of the macaws. Yeah, so that's a green-winged macaw and a military macaw. Got the outpost, we serve ice cream, drinks, and snacks. And I'm not really hungry now, so I'm probably not going to get anything to eat here. The next up is Neotropica. So in that direction is Neotropica, but I'm going to head this way and continue seeing everything here. Got clouded leopard. Alright, clouded leopard's right over on that side. That is a cute cat. Looks like he's on the move. I love this habitat. Got plenty of trees to climb on. Let's take another side look at the clouded leopard. Alright, so another view for the clouded leopard, and he's coming right up close. Such a gorgeous kitty cat. Oop, looks like he's licking himself or kind of cleaned himself a little bit. So I'm showing you the map again so you can see where I am. So I've completed the majority of this area. I haven't done the reptile house, but since I'm most likely going to backtrack to the front, I'll probably do that part last. So what I'm going to do is head this way and check out everything in the Neotropica, and then head past this stuff here, and then make my way to everything here, and then check out the Africa Live. You see the new Congo Falls. That area is brand new. Next up is Jaguar Falls. Got Collie's J. He's right up close here. Hi birdie, how are you? I like your long tail. Wow, you're such a gorgeous bird. Luckily, since he's up close, it's not getting too blurry with all the mesh. And there's a second J in here. I actually flew right over here because I think I might have accidentally startled him with my camera. It's a gorgeous bird. Apparently I'm having a hard time keeping up with him with my camera. Alright, so now I'm gonna head this way to Jaguar Falls. Alright, got this cool habitat up first. So I'm guessing this might be the Jaguar habitat, but I see its door is open, so it might be somewhere on that ramp, I'm guessing. Alright, so the Jaguar just came walking down his ramp. So I'm guessing this leads to a secondary habitat. That's why he's got this nice ramp for him. And then to his other habitat. Got the Amazon aviary. It's the type of birds we're gonna see in here. Cool. Got this nice fountain. I see a couple of the birds. Some ducks. I see some scarlet ibis on that side. And there goes the jaguar again. So I'm guessing he has a secondary habitat. That's why he has this ramp that connects to the two different habitats. That is a gorgeous cat. And some more birds. Ooh, looks like there's a crested screamer. The other two birds, lace-on teal and ring teal. Yes, looks like those are the lace-on teals. I think looks like there's a ring teal down there too. Got the Pantera walk. Yeah, so this leads to a secondary habitat for the jaguar. Got jaguar. Ooh, there is the jaguar. Such a gorgeous cat. Yeah, this is the secondary habitat for the jaguar. We've got two different habitats to go into. That way he's not in the same place and he doesn't get bored. So in that direction is Africa Live, but I'm actually going to head this way and check out the Neotropica area. Also got this nice pond. Looks like there's some pelicans. I see more flamingos. Also on the other side, viewing for the Amazon aviary. These are cool birds. Got Cuvier's dwarf caiman. Alright, this is the habitat the caiman is in. Oh, I do see the caiman. Ooh, looks like there's oh, there's 3. Oh wow, there's 3 of them. Got 2 on the right hand side and 2 on the left. Hopefully you can see it because there's a lot of reflection in the water. So yeah, there's 3 of them. And got this really cool waterfowl pond. So hopefully I'll be able to find a sign that tells me about all the other birds. So I'm guessing that one looks like a bar-headed goose. And there's some mallard ducks. And looks like there's some more flamingos. And some pelicans. Yeah, this pond is really impressive. Got the night building. Got chupacabra. Oh, that's pretty scary. So that's obviously a recreation. Got Seba's short-tailed bat. Okay, hopefully you can see it because the glass is very dirty. So you should be able to see all the bats flying around. Got capuchin monkey. Looks like there's a worker in there that's getting the habitat ready. So I'll check back here later and perhaps the monkey will be out by then. Got black howler monkey. Well, I'm impressed with this habitat. And I see the black howler monkey is off towards the left side of the habitat. That's a female black howler monkey because the males are usually black, but the females are actually gold colored. So that's the female black howler monkey. You see the Amazon aviary in the back and also the ramp for the jaguar. Got king vulture. Looks like there's some more collie jays in here as well. Yes, it says they also got blue-throated macaw, Collie's jay, and burrowing owl. Yeah, I see the burrowing owl. The collie jay up close here. Alright, so I do see the blue-throated macaws. Hopefully you can see it clearly, just because of the way the sun is on the mesh or wiring. But there's 2 of them. Alright, so I don't see the king vulture anywhere. All I see is the blue-throated macaw, Collie's jay, and burrowing owl. So hopefully the king vulture will be out later on my rewalk. So I'm showing you the paper map again. So far, I'm still in the Neotropica area. So I'm probably going to continue seeing everything in this area and then head in this direction and most likely see everything up here and check out this little loop here, and then I will make my way to Africa Live and check out this whole area here. Got cotton-top tamarin. I see the cotton-top tamarin. He's all the way in the back. All the way towards the back, looks like. And there's a second one. There's 2 of them in here. So I went to the other side here and I see there's 3 cotton-top tamarins. So cute. Oh, actually 4. So there's 3 of them on this side and a 4th one there. I noticed that one's missing a tail. I see there's another one, so it looks like I see 5 tamarins in here. I'm gonna go check out the anaconda next. A yellow anaconda. Also see some fish in here. Oh, I do see the snake. Ooh, looks like the yellow anaconda's in this little area beneath this waterfall. Then we got a second one that's in the water too. These are the largest snakes on Earth. Or the green anaconda is the largest snake on Earth. So in this direction is the Zootennial Plaza. And that's actually where I came in when I entered the Neotropica. So now I'm gonna head this way and make my way back around. So over here it looks like this is another viewing point for the black howler monkey. So she's in that hammock there resting. You can kind of see there's the female. And it looks like there's actually two in the hammock. I didn't see the second one, but yeah. I see there's two howler monkeys in the hammock. You see there's the one there that's hanging at the bottom and the one that's on the top of the hammock. Yeah, so I'm heading back on the bridge here. So it kind of goes in the full loop. Yeah, so over here is the aviary. There's the scarlet ibis and the crested streamer. Got capybara. I see two of them. Kind of sitting right next to each other there. They're super cute. Really like how they're kind of sitting right next to each other. I see a couple duckies in here. The ducks are not listed, and these are also wild birds. So these are not part of the zoo. The capybara looks like he kind of got up and moved. Or one of them moved a little bit. Yeah, so over here is another look at that waterfowl pond with all the flamingos and all the pelicans. So I am going to try and find a sign and see if I can find the sign for these birds. Alright, so in this direction is the Africa lot, but I am going to try and head on that little loop around past the flamingos first and then make my way to Africa Live. We got this cool area here. This looks like an area for the little kids to go on. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head this way first and then it loops around. I'm going to head this way now. So I'm guessing these also might be American flamingos. Because they look like the ones I saw up at the front. So these might be American flamingos as well. They're such gorgeous birds. Some more pelicans. I'm guessing those might be American white pelicans. So I've seen these type of pelican before at a couple other zoos, so I'm pretty sure these are American pelicans. I also see a white stork. Yes, these definitely look like they are American flamingos because they look like the ones I saw back up front. Got Flamingo Mingle. Yeah, so Flamingo Mingle is where you can actually feed the flamingos. It's really cool. Yeah, so over here is where you get your tickets for the behind the scenes tour. This is where you would meet here for the behind the scenes tour. That's really cool. It's a cute elephant statue squirting water into the little pond here. So as I was about to go over the bridge here, I see there's some flamingos. But this time these are Chilean flamingos because they have less pink feathers than the American flamingos. Alright, so I was misinformed because it turns out these are greater flamingos because the worker told me that these are actually greater flamingos and they are not Chilean flamingos. And the other flamingos I showed you in the pond with the pelicans were actually Caribbean flamingos. So they actually have several different types of flamingos, and she did say they have Chilean flamingos. So these are greater flamingos. Also got some black-bellied whistling ducks and a couple mallards. So I was incorrect. These are greater flamingos. Oh yeah, there's a sign here. It says these are greater flamingos. And the worker told me and said they have Chilean flamingos, and they're in a different area of the zoo that I will get to soon. And these are the greater flamingos. Also see a couple other birds in here too. Got Babirusa. Alright, also do you see some vultures in here that are taking advantage of it. So the vultures you see are wild birds. They are not part of this habitat. Trying to see if I can find the Babirusa. So I went off to the side here and I see the Babirusa is actually on the bottom. Not expecting to find him on the bottom here. Got those really huge tusks. This is definitely the male, because usually the males are the ones with the big tusks. They actually do have this board here that allows them to come down here. That's probably how he got down. I can use those little stairs he has. Because I was not expecting to find him on the bottom. Back from the brink. It says whooping cranes are the tallest birds in the United States. They're around 5 feet tall. Yeah, so I'm guessing this is the habitat the whooping cranes are usually in, but I don't see them anywhere. Instead, I see some vultures and some mallards, so I'll check back on this habitat on my rewalk. Got the Jumbo Market. Got this nice outdoor gift shop. There's also one inside. Yeah, so got an open air gift shop and also a gift shop inside. Yeah, so these are Caribbean flamingos and not American flamingos. The ones at the front I saw are American flamingos, but these are the Caribbean flamingos. Alright, we got Africa Live next. I'm gonna go through here and see what they got. Aliens take over the water. Yeah, I got all these cool, gorgeous cichlids. Really cool. So awesome. Alright, we got Nile hippopotamus. Nice, this is only part of the hippo's habitat. Also got a bunch of cichlids in here. Fighting for water, fighting for space. Alright, so I found a hippopotamus. So there is 2 of them. You see that one's head, and there's the other one. Alright. Yeah, so there is 2 hippos, but one of them's actually on top of the other. The second one's actually beneath the other one. So there's 2 hippos there. So over here is a taxidermied hippo here. And right next to the hippos, we got Nile crocodile, water warrior. We also got some cichlids in here. And I do see the Nile crocodile. It's off on that side. It's kind of hard to see him from through underwater, but you can see him from up above. Fish out of water. I see some more cichlids inside this tank. Guessing those are buffalo cichlids because they're the ones with those big humps on their head or bumps they have. That's cool. Got that cool fish. Now apparently I don't see any signs telling me what kind of fish these are, but it looks like there's some type of caecilian, I'm guessing. Not 100% sure. We got this nice cool habitat, and there's a snake in here, but it does not say what kind of snake. So if you happen to know what kind of snake this is, please leave a timestamp comment. This way I'll know what kind of snake it is. Because even though you guys think I might be an expert on animals, I'm not an expert on all the animals, so. But I do know that this is a snake. Got this cool habitat. I'm trying to see if there's anything in here, but I don't think there's anything in this tank here, or habitat, so I don't see anything in here. Trying to see if there's anything in here. But yeah, I don't think there's anything in this habitat, so I'm gonna have to keep moving. Also have a restroom here in case you gotta go. Apparently, I don't see a sign for this tank, but still really like all the fish, and I do know that's a ripsaw catfish. I do see a type of croc. I'm guessing that looks like a dwarf crocodile. That definitely looks like a dwarf crocodile, I think. We got this cool snake here. I see a sign for what kind of snake it is, so I'm gonna go see what kind of snake it is. Got African rock python. So that's what this snake is. It's a pretty big snake too. Got western green mamba. Wow. It's a pretty gorgeous snake. It looks like there's two. Yeah, I see two tails. There's one tail there and another one. So it looks like there is two snakes in here. I can see there's two of the heads there. Got Cape Cobra. This is an impressive habitat. So he's towards the back. See, there's the rest of his body. Angolan python. Looks like he's in the back, towards around the little bushes. It's a pretty cool snake. Apparently there's nothing in this habitat because it says they got renovations and improvements coming. This is an empty exhibit. So over here is an outdoor viewing for the Nile crocodile.
Oh, I see it.
Pretty cool. He also has some dry areas to be up on. It looks like he chose to be in the water today. Alright, so I'm gonna follow the signs to make my way to the okapi, rhino, and giraffes. Yeah, so it looks like I'm inside this aviary. Got Angolan colobus monkey. They also have these little markings on the glass that keep the birds from hitting the glass. Oh, I do see there's the colobus monkeys. There's two of them, looks like. Yeah, this is a free flight aviary. Got a closer view of the Angolan colobus monkeys.
See him? Look up.
Hey, they like to eat.
Yeah, I do see there's some ibis up there. Got this really cool waterfall. Really cool. That's the birds of Africa. Yeah, see there's one of the starlings. There's no guarantee I'll be able to see every single species of bird, but oh, I do see a couple in here. These are cool looking birds. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yes, I was just informed that there is a baby bird up there with those doves. Hope you can see it. There's the turaco, and there's another one of the starlings. Got okapi. It's a very magnificent animal. So these are closely related to the giraffes, because you can kind of see those little horns on its head. And they also have very long tongues like a giraffe. So over here is another side look at the okapi habitat. Looks like it's got plenty of space to go around. Got dwarf mongoose. Oh, these animals are so cute. Very adorable. Let's just see more though, and got some balls in there to play with. African wild dog. Wow, that's cool. Right up close. They are so cute. That is a gorgeous dog. I love the markings. There's a second one here just laid down. So if you do have dogs at home, they're probably going to sleep for the good portion of the day. Kind of like what the African wild dogs are doing right here. The other one just laid down. They're so cute. I just want to go on there and pet them and give them a little scratch on the ears. Don't do that though. That will probably not be good for you, or probably not very good for the African wild dog. They are super cute and they look very soft. Another side view of the African wild dogs. Got water to swim in. It's fantastic. So we got Vanderdecken's hornbill and buff-crested bustard. Okay, so there's a lot of reflection on the glass. So I'm gonna do my best to find the bird. Oh, I see the bustard. It's the buff-crested bustard. Hope you can see it with all the reflection. And there's the Vanderdecken's hornbills. There's two of them. Got the male on the right and the female on the left. The females actually have much more darker black bills, and the males have the brighter and more orange colored bills, or beaks rather. Got rock hyrax. Just up on the board there. These animals are very cute. There's a second one. The one in the corner. Hope you can see with the reflection. And there's a third one. Alright, I'm gonna go follow the signs here and check out everything. I'm gonna see the rhinos, giraffes, and the gorillas. The Neotropica Savanna. Oh my, this looks amazing. I can definitely tell this is brand new. This is a brand new area, looks like. I see there's some small antelope there. Guessing those look like Nyala. I think those are Nyala. There's some ostriches here. Looks like there's two females. I know these are females because, like most bird species, it's usually the males that have the more darker black feathers, or the females are more dull looking. So these are the female ostriches. Yeah, so there's two female ostriches over here. Elephants at the zoo. So yeah, it says that the new Neotropica Savanna habitat actually replaced the elephants. So the zoo no longer has their elephants. Also see another small Nyala there and some guinea fowls. So the animals we have in the Neotropica Savanna. Yeah, so over here is I think where you can feed the giraffes. Oh, I see a giraffe right over there. Long Neck Bar and Grill. So we're probably going to get some to drink here, but not some to eat yet. Yeah, it says they have gourmet chocolate frozen bananas. That looks delicious. So they got plain rainbow sprinkles and peanuts. Here's the menu for Long Necks. We got cold drinks too, so I just had myself a nice cold drink, so now I'm going to continue my way through the zoo. Got this really cool statue of rhinos. So over here I see the white rhinos are in this habitat. The white rhinos are actually in a separate habitat. They're not in the same habitat with the giraffe. It looks like they're resting in the shade. The last three. So I went on to this boardwalk here, and it looks like there's 3 white rhinos all laying down together in the shade. Yeah, so the white rhinos have all the space for them. Also have this nice mud wallow for them. Another look at the giraffe habitat, and I see there's some cranes. These look like black crowned cranes. The Savanna crossing. Yeah, so I think the rhinos come underneath this bridge and into this area here. So the white rhinos are separated from the giraffes. Alright, so over here I get a fantastic view of the giraffes. Yeah, so these are reticulated giraffes, and there's the Grant zebra eating some hay. And over there is where you can feed the giraffes. It looks like they feed the giraffe some leaves. The giraffes do not rely on guests for food all day, because usually they are fed by the staff and they are on a proper diet. So there is the Sitatunga. So I mistakenly thought that these were Nyala, but it turns out I was wrong. These are Sitatunga. It's just that they look very similar, and that's why I thought they were Nyala, but these are, sorry. So these are Sitatunga. And for some reason, when I zoom in, it for some reason zooms out on its own. I don't know why it does that. Head of the class for adaptations. So I'm at the lower viewing for the white rhinos. And someone was just telling me that at one point the rhinos actually used to be in the habitat with the giraffes, so they could basically cross through and go into their different habitats, but apparently one of the rhinos was being a little aggressive towards the other animals, and they had to keep them separated. So the rhinos are separated from all the other animals in the Naylor Savanna. So this is an upper viewing for the okapi. See him right down there. And I kind of got another nice view of the white rhinos. They're all laying down together underneath the board. Some information here. Savanna heavyweight. So I found another stationary map, so I am almost finished up with the Naylor Savanna. I just saw the rhinos, and now I'm going to check out the Congo Falls. Then I'm going to make my way to the Big Cat Valley, and then see everything off to this side. That's a cool habitat. So over here is an upper view of the aviary, and also where they had the colobus monkey. Alright, we got the Congo Falls. This is the newest area of the zoo. Wow, I've got this really awesome waterfall. That's fantastic. Oh yeah, this habitat looks really cool. This is the newest area of the zoo. Yeah, I do see one off to the side.
I think I like water.
He's got some flowers with him. Looks like I see another silverback. Yeah, it's definitely the silverback. Lots of people here. It's a very gorgeous animal. There's another one of the gorillas, like he's eating something. Yeah, so the gorillas here got tons of space. Here tells you the gorillas they have, the Bachelor Group 1. Alright, so I'm going to head up the stairs to the upper level. Information about gorilla families, gorilla life stages. 2 ways, got this area for the little kids. I'm probably going to head this way here. Yeah, this is all brand new. I really love the design of it. It looks really awesome. Yeah, so from up here is an upper view for the gorillas. There's one of the silverback by the water. Looks like he's eating something. Yeah, I'm so impressed by this habitat. It's so amazing. This is all brand new. This area just opened in December. Opened in December of 2025. So this habitat opened 3 months ago. Another side look at the habitat. So gorgeous. These are western lowland gorillas. And also got all those little tubes or ramps there that allow them to go through the different areas. Got a rainforest. Play isn't just for kids. This is the indoor habitat for the western lowland gorillas. Yes, this is all brand new. They do have access to come inside if they want to. There's a secondary habitat for the gorillas. The worker who corrected me about the flamingos, I think she told me that they have 4 groups of gorillas. I think the one I showed you was the bachelor group, but I think in here might be where they have all the female gorillas. Oh yeah, this is really interesting. Got this nice huge rounded bubble viewing for the gorillas. It says the western lowland gorilla is critically endangered. Got green keel-bellied lizard. Alright, so this is the habitat for him. Now, I have looked everywhere through the whole habitat and I just don't see him anywhere. It's probably blending in really, really well, so I just don't see it anywhere. This is the family group. Tells you all the other gorillas they have. Next up, we got neon day geckos and green mantella. And there's the geckos. See 2 of them. They're kind of going at each other. Oh, there's a third. There's 3 of them up on the wall. Yeah, the green mantella, I know usually those types of frogs can be very small and hard to find. Doing everything I can to look for them. But my guess is that they're probably inside that little coconut there. But yeah, I'm not seeing the green mantellas anywhere. Oh, there's a bunch of neon day geckos. Got one on the bamboo. So looks like there's 5 of them in here. Yeah, so the gorillas at the zoo have an awesome habitat. Oh, I do see another one. Yeah, see the other gorilla is off to the side. All the way on that side, it looks like. That Madagascar tree boa. Okay. Ooh, I think I see the snake. Oh, I do see it. So even though with the name tree in its name, it doesn't always mean it's going to be up high in the trees. It's also most likely going to be on the ground. So yeah, he's on the ground, it looks like. You can see his scales. Deforestation plus conservation. Information about gorilla conservation. Got treetop treasures. So this is an open air gift shop with all these nice plushies. Some plush monkeys here. It's also a side view for the white rhinoceros, so I'll probably stop by this habitat later and see if they're outside, and I'll be able to get a much more clear view of them. Alright, so I'm going to continue down the pathway towards the lions, tigers, and wild Australia. Alright, so the Congo Falls goes in the full loop, so now I'm going to continue down the trail and head this way. Alright, so over here is another view of that aviary that has all the birds from Africa. See all the ibis here. Looks like there's also an Abdem stork. There's also an upper viewing for the colobus monkey. Got warthog. Alright, I do see the warthogs. There's 2 of them. Looks like they are napping together. They look really cute. Ooh. Looks like the one in the back is stretching his legs. Looks like they're resting together. Alright, so this habitat here looks like there's nothing in it, although it's possible it might be a secondary habitat for the warthog. This pathway is a dead end. It says zoo crew only, so I do have to go back the way I came. I'm gonna go through here. It's an upper viewing of the Birds of Africa aviary. Yeah, so over here is the upper view of the colobus monkeys. Looks like they moved off to this side. You can kind of see its tail poking out. So over here, I'm just giving you one more look at all the birds they have in here. So that's the blue-bellied roller. Yeah, so over there is the habitat for the Nile crocodile, and there's the hippopotamus over there. This is the aviary I just went through earlier. Yeah, so the warthog has plenty of space to go in. It's really nice, too. Just another side look at the warthog habitat. Yeah, so over here is another side view of the first gorilla habitat I just showed you. There is a bit of a breeze going by right now, that's why all the trees are swaying around. Looks like the other silverback might have walked away. Oh yeah, I see the silverback is all the way towards the back. So I remember seeing 2 silverbacks in this habitat, and the rest of the gorillas are in the second habitat I showed you. Got Cape porcupine. And there's the porcupines. Got 2 of them. So some people believe that porcupines can actually shoot their quills out, but that's not the case because they actually charge backwards into their enemies or to any predator that's crazy enough to take down these animals. But yeah, porcupines cannot shoot their quills. I think I might have accidentally woke them up. So sorry I woke you guys up. You can go back to sleep if you want. Like they were just sleeping and I think I accidentally woke them up. Yeah, so the Cape porcupine's got plenty of space. Got Transvaal lion. Alright, so I do see there's the female lion. She's right in the back behind that rock. See her backside, and also can kind of see her ear sticking out. The lion looks like she's got tons of space. It's really fantastic. Information about Transvaal lions. Also information about a couple other animals. So I'm showing you the map again so you can see where I am. So I just saw the lion, so I'm now in Big Cat Valley. So I'm gonna go check out the tigers and the kangaroos and see all of wild Australia and everything off to that side. And I'll probably check out the birds of the world, and most likely it's like an anteater right over here that I'm gonna go check out. It's possible I might get some lunch at the bistro restaurant depending on if I feel hungry or not. Got Sumatran tiger. Alright, so this is the tiger's habitat, and I am not noticing the Sumatran tiger, so it might be inside right now. So I'll stop by here on my rewalk and hopefully it'll be outside. A cassowary. Oh. Oh my. So this is a secondary habitat for the cassowary, and there's a secondary cassowary in this habitat. So the worker was actually just telling me about this guy in Florida who actually had a cassowary as a pet, and since they have that huge toe on them they used to kick, and apparently the cassowary kicked the guy and killed him. So they got that very powerful toe that they use to kick their enemies. They are the world's most dangerous bird. Got bat-eared fox. Oh, I see the bat-eared fox. towards the back, looks like. Looks like there's two of them. Yeah, I think there's two of them, looks like. Looks like there's two of them in the back. A kangaroo crossing. Apparently it's blocked off. But luckily there's another side viewing here, so I can still see the animals. So there's an emu in here, and I also see some kangaroos. And because the area there was blocked off, I was unable to see the signs for what kind of kangaroos, but these look like these are western gray kangaroos. Yeah, these look like gray kangaroos. And I do know that that's an emu, so I don't need a sign to tell me that this is an emu, because I've seen it before at several other zoos. And these are related to the cassowary, and they're also closely related to the ostrich. But as you know, the emus and cassowaries, I believe, come from Australia, and ostriches come from Africa. They're basically distant relatives. This habitat here is also under construction. Not sure what's usually in here or what used to be in here, but apparently it's blocked off. Got blue duiker. Impressive habitat. Now I'm just gonna have to try and find the duiker. So he is right off to the side. It's a cute animal. Super, super cute. But check out the Aussie aviary. These are the type of birds that are in here. Go. I see the pied imperial pigeon in the tree. There's the Nicobar pigeon. Aviary is fantastic. I found the Victoria crowned pigeon. Look at all these other smaller birds here. Got Matchy's tree kangaroo. So I'm outside the aviary. It's a cool habitat he's got. So I'm guessing he has an indoor habitat, so I'm gonna go inside and see if he's inside. Yeah, this is the indoor habitat for the tree kangaroo. So there's two of them. Despite the reflection on the glass, you should be able to see him, or them, because there's two. It's got Malayan flying fox. Alright, so I'm gonna do the best I can to find them. Very hard to see because of all the reflection on the glass. Alright, so outside I do see them. So that was their indoor habitat. Looks like they're all outside. They're basically very huge bats. Got Lory Landing. They also do have nectar cups that cost $4, and I actually have to buy that online. So I'm inside the aviary here. I do have my cup of nectar here so I can feed the birds. There's a little kid over here that I'm going to try and feed. Looks like he's eating some of it. Oh, got on my shoulder. Yes, that one there was kind of on my shoulder. He's drinking the nectar. Got some others here. Looks like these are rainbow lorikeets. So luckily their talons are not too sharp. He ate the whole thing. You ate the whole thing there. You didn't even share with your buddies. You could have shared it with everybody. Got another lorikeet here. Oh. There's actually one on my head now. There's a bunch in here. It's a very beautiful bird. Yes, there's actually one on my shoulder here, actually. They're very cute birds. An amazing tongue sets them apart. Yeah, so these are lorikeets. These look like rainbow lorikeets. They're very colorful birds. Some more in the shade. Ooh, these two look like they're having an argument. Oh yeah, looks like they're having an argument. They're very colorful birds. I'm heading down this ramp here and it's taking me right to the exit. So that was very cool getting to feed them. Also really interesting when they got on my shoulder. So yeah, these are rainbow lorikeets. So that was very interesting getting to feed the birds there. I really enjoyed feeding the lorikeets. It was very interesting when they were kind of on my shoulder there. That was quite a surprise because the last time I got to feed a lorikeet, they did not really jump on me. And I also had one on top of my hat and it was really, really interesting. Luckily, they did not bite me or anything, even though there was a sign saying that they might bite. But it was really interesting how they kind of were on my shoulder and hat. So that was a real treat getting to feed them. So I am showing you the map again so you can see where I am. So I just went through the lorikeet aviary. So what I'm going to do now is that most likely going to head through wild Australia and everything on this side. Check out the birdhouse. And head down to the birds of the world. Probably going to have lunch at the bistro restaurant and then make my way on this trail towards the anteater. And then I'll start making my way back through towards the reptile house. Yeah, I'm gonna head down this way. Alright, so I didn't find a sign for this bird, but I do know that this is a crested screamer. Also do see there's some, looks like there's some koi in the pond, or not koi. Yeah, those do not look like koi, but those orange ones there, I think those are koi. Got a giant Mexican mud turtle. Also there's some fish in here. Looks like all the turtles are up on land. So we got in this habitat. And there's the bar-headed geese. There's two of them swimming in the water. So I looked at the sign, I didn't see the nene goose in here. So I'll check back here later and hopefully it'll be out. There's a black-bellied whistling duck. I'm guessing that's a wild bird because it wasn't listed. And I do see this type of duck sometimes in my neighborhood and where I live in the Houston area. So I do see this type of duck very frequently in where I reside. I see there's the red-crested pochard. There's another bar-headed goose. All sorts of quacks in here. There's more. There's a teal. It's the marbled teal. So we got in this next habitat. Also some fish in here too. There's the rosy-billed pochard. I'm guessing that might be the Cuban tree duck. And I see the swan geese in the back. Got Aldabra tortoise. Got those really huge shells. Got some more off to this side. Even one in the water. This is an indoor viewing for the Aldabra tortoise, but it's very hard to see with all the reflection. Next up, we got plumed whistling duck, mandarin duck, and swan goose. Some koi. That looks like the plumed whistling duck. And there's the swan goose. There's also some Egyptian geese in here too. Those were not listed, but they're in here anyway. Got American alligator. So there's 2 of them. I'm pretty sure the alligators don't eat the fish because I'm guessing they're on a diet. There's 1 alligator in the water and another one up on land. Alright, so this I was about to walk away. One of the alligators started moving around. Moving into a different spot, looks like. So the other one's staying in the water. Got a yellow-footed rock wallaby. Alright, this habitat looks cool. Lots of incline, looks like. I am not seeing the wallaby anywhere, so I'll definitely be coming back here later. Got Sunda Gharial. There's 3 of them. We got 2 of them, or actually 1 in the water. One's on the log. Oh, never mind, there's 4 of them. Got another one in the water and another up on land. They do have dry land to be up on because they do not spend all of their time in the water, even though 2 of them just happen to be in the water right now. The other 2 are up out of the water. Got a second Sunda Gharial. And this one's in the water, looks like. There's a bunch of animals in here. Got an Indian gharial and a couple turtle species. I see one of the turtles. There's the other one. And there's the Indian gharial. I'm guessing that might be the Asian pond turtle. So luckily the turtles and gharial do get along with each other because since the gharial has a very narrow and it basically has a snout that looks like it got smushed, but yeah, with that narrow snout it is unable to eat the turtles, and plus I think it's on a balanced diet because it is fed by the staff usually. So lots of dry land to be up on.